Don't let anybody tell you you can't do something. You gotta dream, you gotta protect it. If you want something, go get it. Will Smith, The Pursuit of Happiness.
Don't worry about losing. If it is right, it happens. Nothing good gets away. John Steinbeck.
Hey, they laughed at Louis Armstrong when he said that he was going to the moon. Now he's up there laughing at them. Chaz Michael Michaels.
Boys, I've been everywhere. I've been at the top, and I've been at the bottom. That's fire.
Good morning. My name is Alex Hu, and I'm a sixth form boarder from Hong Kong. No, I'm not here to talk about leaving home and embarking on that long and treacherous journey in order to come to school. Nor am I here to talk about all the successes and achievements I've made at this place. The truth is, I have failed a lot, and I need a lot more than I have succeeded. There have been many times when failure served as a minor obstacle, which I easily overcame myself. However, there were times when I really committed into doing something, stepping way outside of my comfort zone, taking a lot of risk, anticipating that things will work out perfectly, and I ended up falling flat on my face. I know that many of you listening have felt this sort of misery at some point of your lives. How did failing miserably feel? It isn't a pleasant experience to say the least. Feeling like you've hit rock bottom, and that the images in T.S. Eliot's Wasteland are unfolding beside you. If you haven't read T.S. Eliot, take Mr. Corbett's English class. It's a very fun time. Truth is, we all fail at some point in our lives. Whether it is studying hard for a week before your Euro test and getting a 61 on it, thank you Mr. Griffith for all the Euro fun. Thinking that you know a plan, a shortcut to plan me, and ending up getting lost in the woods. Big shout out to Nov for never questioning my route the whole way. Getting the "hey, can we talk now" text from your crush, and eventually experiencing the full force of misery. Or even an event as silly as accidentally bumping into a person significantly shorter than you outside of the dining room, but it was you who ended up falling and dropping your ice cream everywhere. I don't know if you have ever experienced any of these unpleasant moments, but what I do know is that we all have failed at some point in our lives. People say we will succeed if we are willing to step out of our comfort zone. Not entirely true. Stepping out of your comfort zone never means success is guaranteed. If stepping out of your comfort zone equals success, I could easily be line mates with Tyler Kinney and Sean Clark and play for Mr. Jonkis if I had the courage to try out for varsity hockey. The fact is that we all have a very good chance of failing. Here's a story about me failing after stepping out of my comfort zone, but learning a lesson from it. As many of you know, I really enjoy playing the sport of lacrosse and have been playing it for a while, but never really got good at it. A sophomore me, for some ridiculous reason, thought I should try out for varsity lacrosse, and then I had a good chance of making the team. That was a huge risk, a huge step out of my comfort zone, but I was confident. I was really excited for the opportunity to play at the highest level. First day of tryout. It was intimidating, seeing seniors and arguably vastly lacrosse veterans like Lee Farsi, Jackson Andrews, and Adrian Enschel stepping on the field, not to mention coaches Curtis and Wilbur. First thought that came to my mind, I should have spent a lot more time in the gym. First drill actually went not too badly. I was able to catch and pass the stick work drill. The time of the ball must have paid off. However, the catastrophe began on the 4-on-3 drill. I at first thought I knew the drill pretty well, and then I knew what I was doing. So I got in front of the line, eager to participate. Catching the pass from up top, I was ready to go and shoot. However, I was caught by surprise when my peripheral vision caught Jackson Andrews charging at me from the crease. According to my, at that time, underdeveloped cross IQ, I thought I should just stand there and just not move, with no intention of moving the ball or just getting out of it. The result was obvious. I was soon flying across the field. Literally flying. At first I thought, bad things happen, and big deal, you just got body. But then I decided to actually observe how others played, to determine where I was. After seeing Miles Hammond dodging through 4 players, and Quinn Armstrong scoring top shot from the restraining line, I knew I wasn't in the best possible spot. First try was not too great. Got bodied by Jackson, missed a few passes, missed some first-time brand balls, got yelled at by Mr. Curtis. No big deal, fine. The rest of the week rolled by, and I kept getting bodied by people like Jack Devlin and Alex White. I was frequently in mid-air, and I was genuinely surprised I didn't get a concussion. Later, Willie Noble told me that I looked as if I was in a salad tosser. He wasn't wrong. Of course, I got cut from the team and spent another year on thirds lags. It was fun, by the way. So this asks the question, why do we need to take risks and step out of our comfort zone when you know we will fail sometime? Because you learn something new about yourself every time you fail. Pushing yourself to be a better person. Getting to know yourself better, thus seeing the strengths and the weaknesses in yourself. After getting cut, I knew immediately what I needed to work on in order to advance to the next level. I had to get bigger and be more physical. Furthermore, failure might seem like it's all darkness, but if you look at it from another angle, things are never as bad as it seems. Things don't just happen. They happen for a reason, and knowing that gave me comfort. Failure allowed me to understand my weaknesses and give me time to work on them, thus serving as a guiding light in improving myself. Failure, in my opinion, is one of the fastest ways to learn more about your capabilities and limitations. When knowing what you can do and improving on what you can't, the chances of success will increase. Sounds ironic, but you kind of have to fail before reaching the goal. Second point, nothing beats the pain of regret. Nothing beats the pain of you telling yourself, I should have asked him or her for, or I should have tried out for this or that sports team. Personally, I have a big regret that I still beat myself up for. I regret not talking to Sarah Melanson and Michelle Stefani my freshman year. They were my freshman crushes. Maybe I didn't want to get in a fight with J.B. Sheelan and Zach Warzak. Or maybe I thought I should be talking to seniors. Or maybe I was just thinking too much about everything, and actually not doing the practical thing, which was actually talking to them. Let's learn. Sometimes, We just got to think less, muster up some courage, and full send it. The problem with the process of overthinking is that we misuse our imaginations all the time and using it against us, eventually scaring ourselves out of doing the things we really love. We just have to trust in our own capabilities and believe in the fact that whatever happens, we'll be alright. Third one, in your lives, there will always be people who tell you you can't do something, or you won't succeed, or you aren't good enough to do something. Before coming here, people told me I couldn't survive in a boarding school. The best advice is, ignore them. They are not you or remotely similar to you, and remember that they aren't experiencing the experiences, thus have no say in your actions. You are your best judge, and never let others destroy your dream. One of the finest things that ever happened to me was coming to this school and getting immersed in this community. Westminster fosters a supportive and encouraging community, and I can tell from first-hand experience that it is true. I wish I could give you all shout-outs, but time is running short here, so here are a few people I want to give a shout-out to. Family, first off, thanks for coming the distance for this talk. All the phone calls and text advices. Thanks for responding to all of them. Mr. and Mrs. Stevens, they are like my second parents here at Westie. And a massive thank you to Mrs. Stevens for always looking after me and supporting me, whether it's on the ice or in the classroom. Kidding. I still believe that bunk beds were the way to go last year, but it doesn't really matter now. Zen Master for putting up with my many issues and problems. But thanks for being my lacrosse coach in the dorms, and thanks for always being down for Warhol. The Swifts, two of the biggest motivators and supporters I have around me. They can cheer me up when life is just boring, and somehow encourage me to cut the BS and to take action. Aidan Campbell is optimist, and support is amazing, always giving me the courage and security. Snake would say, shoot for the stars and you land on the moon. Brandon, Pam, and Terry. Freshman year, Mr. Kendall was all. Freshman year was a blast, despite my crossballs got taken away by Mr. Kendall, and I miss every second of it. Finally, Mom, thanks for not bringing balloons this morning, although I knew you really wanted to. I'm just glad you're here. Once, a close friend told me this in the time of failure. If you keep doing the things that are making you happy, good will follow. Sounded ridiculous at that time. So, after all, living life is about doing the things you love, things that make you happy, and living your dreams. Failure is an inevitable part of the process. If you embrace failure, keep chasing your dream, and trusting the process, most of the time, everything will be alright. Happy early birthday, Drew. Thanks for listening.